with a billboard's rut, silver spoons of rust and thaw.
Feast on the scraps they call decline, leftover seasoned with factory grind. Ideas expired still taste like truth. We marinate wisdom in worn out booze. Crumpled receipts, confessions, quotes, digest the data they fail to know. Dumpster of dreams, gourmet despair. We serve resistance on folding chairs. Pull up a plate, break bread with the broken. Toast to the words, the powerful stolen. Every refuse turns to a token. We dine on the lies they left unspoken. Pull up a plate, break bread with the broken. Toast to the words, the powerful stolen. Every refuse turns to a token. We dine on the lies they left unspoken. Junkyard gospel, static and hits. Vinyl crack, but the groove still hits. Truth in the rust, rhythm in the mold. Freedom re-hated but never cold. We sip on leaks, encrypted wine. Eat their errors, taste divine. Cooks of chaos and aprons of code. Serving critique from the end of the road. Banquet of waste, ideology stew. We feed on the old to birth the new. Nothing discarded, everything used. Spectacles, trash is the poet's muse. Pull up a plate, break bread with the broken. Toast to the words, the powerful stolen. Every refuse turns to a token. We dine on the lies they left unspoken. Pull up a plate, break bread with the broken. Toast to the words, the powerful stolen. Every refuse turns to a token. We dine on the lies they left unspoken. Eat what they hide, chew what they fear. The banquet is back and the future's near.
Left eye, right eye, the line divides the atlas. Light bends logic, this is parallaxis praxis. No crown, no caste, we pass through the masses. Unmasked syntax, new lenses for the planet. Refractions fracture, I fashion the axis. I'm asking, who maps truth when the map is elastic? Parallel prisms, perception and play. Reflected decisions that ripple away. Frame by frame, what's false decays. I paint both sides in divergent arrays. Split sense shimmer, a spectral seam where reason ripples through lucid dreams. Silicone sermons, velvet deceit. I surf that current, stay light on my feet. Balance the bias, bend the beam. Turn blind faith to a lucid scheme. Every echo's evidence stacked to distract us. We learn new language in parallaxis praxis.
Sightlines slide where the reason retracts. Truth turns tides in parallaxis praxis. Lens to the mind, let perception relax. Parallel paths form parallaxis praxis.
Pivot the prism, position precise. Polished intention, cut clean like ice. Parallel purpose, paradox paired. Each pulse place where contrast flared. Rotate rhetoric, measure the frame. Meaning moves when motion reclaims. My myth's metallic, I melt through the mask. Each view a vessel, each question a task. I watch reflections, misquote their creators. Mirrors make prophets, pixels as predators. But I speak from silence, carved with syntax. Tone turns tactile as parallaxis praxis. Shift, speed, skip, seam, syllable scatter. Center can't hold, the margins matter. Echoes align, the lattice relaxes. Speech self-heals in parallaxis praxis. Two truths twine, both intact. I spin the spiral, I never retract. Fractures furred out, rhythm reacts. See through sound, that's parallaxis praxis.
Sightlines slide where the reason retracts. Truth turns tides in parallaxis praxis. Lens to the mind, let perception relax. Parallel paths form parallaxis praxis.
Framed in the fold, I flow through delay. Depth is devotion, doubt on display. Errors evolve when tension refracts. Form finds motion in myriad acts. I write with rhythm, precision, elastic. Weave in between what's moral, what's drastic. The pulse is patient, the lens adapts. Every fault line teaches collapse. No fixed axis, no final syntax. Only perception in parallaxis praxis.
Refine your view, but refuse their frame. What bends the light can also renew.
They built straight lines for crooked hearts. We walk between what's right and what's required, learning to live where power hides. Step careful, the ground remembers intent. Ethics ain't law, it's out of moments spent. Every click, every share, every glance we lend feeds some engine we don't comprehend. In a glass-walled age, privacy's myth, so we learn grace inside the glitch. No halo, no villain, just complex acts, weighing the world in invisible tracks. When conscience coughs and silence sells, what's humane when profit compels? Maybe the good is the pause before gain, a breath of doubt in the algorithm's chain.
These are the paths desire designs through code and chaos. Heart redefines, not rebel, not saint, just learning to ask, what does it mean to choose in the mask?
Authority hums in electric veins. Control wraps soft in convenient chains. They say efficiency's virtue, we nod, comply, while the screen keeps watch from the corner eye. But ethics ain't coded, it's carved through care. The way we notice who isn't there, it's the whisper. Do no harm if you can, but if harm's the system, still act human. No single rule fits all terrains. Each act a compass refined by pain. To walk this world is to test one's core, to mean what you do when no one's sure.
These are the paths desire designs through code and chaos. Heart redefines, trace each step with mindful craft. This is the art of the desirable path.
No revolution, just evolution of tone. Ethics is practice, not written but grown. We're gardeners of choices, tending the gray, finding small mercies that light the way. Data preaches destiny, ads sell peace. The future's rented in 12-month lease, but we still hold power, quiet and near. The dignity of presence, the courage to hear. Listen before you judge, build before blame. No hero, no martyr, just meaning reclaim. In this techno-kleptocratic dream, moral clarity flickers between the beams. So walk with intent where your empathy lasts. Every decision a desirable path.
These are the paths, desired designs through code and chaos. Heart redefines, no final answer, no aftermath. Only the walk of a desirable path.
We don't walk on neutral ground. Every street, every screen, every system, it asks us who we are willing to become. Power isn't only up there in the towers. It hums in our gestures, in how we scroll, how we speak, how we decide who deserves our attention. Ethics ain't a rule book, it's a rhythm of restraint and reach, of noticing before reacting, of questioning before posting. In an age that sells certainty, to doubt is a radical tenderness. To listen, even when the noise profits, is an act of quiet rebellion. Desserteau called it tactics, Foucault called it care of the self. Zizek calls it living in the contradiction. Maybe it's all the same prayer with different syllables. We walk not to escape the system, but to stay human inside it. Each mindful step, each merciful choice, a small repair in the code of the world. So when the map insists you follow its route, remember, the ground remembers the feet that wandered, and somewhere under the circuitry and glass, a new path, still desirable, waits to be found.
Eyes in the rafters, towers in bloom. Every window a wound that watches the room.
From the top floor glass of a corporate keep, power don't sleep, it just finds our sleep. Every click a confession, every glance a file to turn our daily drift to surveillance style. Foucault whispered this complete breeze desire, so we chain ourselves to the empire's wide. Camera halo, biometric prayer, saints of security sanctify air. They measure our worth in compliant tones, build ivory prisons out of microphones. Strategy towers, stealing code, they study our steps to perfect the road. Look up, who's watching you now? Look down, we mirror the crown. From panopticon to the data cloud's power. Every eye builds a strategy tower. Every eye builds a Shuffling streets, surveillance shrines, bent like curves through the optic spine. CCTV is cathedral glow, confession boots in the SEO. Algorithms judge what the courts ignore. Praise the metrics, sin no more. The tower ain't a place, it's inside our head. We guard ourselves so the state ain't fed. We post, we pose, we perform the role. Prisoners volunteering for parole. Strategy tiles made of glass and praise. Watchers and watch blur in the maze. Panoptic pulse in the neon veins. Eyes in the clouds still call our names. Rotate the lens, the gaze refrains. Power just mutates, never tamed. So we hack the feed, reverse the view. Turn the sight on what's true. Ground level vision, tactical flame. Strategy towers can't box the game. Look up, who's watching you now? Look down, we mirror the crown. From panopticon to the data cloud's power. Every art builds a strategy tower. Every art builds a strategy tower. Every art builds a strategy tower. Power ain't owned, it flows through forms. We learn our patterns, we ride their storms. Every policy, code, and corporate creed, rooted in who gets watched and what we need. So we climb these towers to burn the light, signal the streets with our own insight. From prisons of vision to visions reborn, we weaponize, watch us subvert the norm. Look back from the height and you'll see it's clear. Freedom's the thing they teach us to fear. They teach us to fear. They teach us to fear. Look up, who's watching you now? Look down, we mirror the crown. From panopticon to the data cloud's power. We tear down walls of strategy tower. We tear down walls of strategy tower. We tear down walls of strategy tower.
Strategy draws borders for body and mind. For love we find. They blocking the gates, but the space we define is enough in time. Still eyes humming drones above. Predators watching, no justice, jury or judge. Walk through lines of the city unread. Blueprint sermons, silence spread. Metrics frozen, statues cold. Media swinging, selling souls. Billboards glisten, platinum glaze. Remix slogans punish if we misbehave. Work more, buy more, seek, consume. Sidewalk, ciphers, profits bloom. Desire cuts deep like water through stone. Skip those shoulds, take roads of our own. Skylines crown, a crowd of drones. Bombing civilians now, they bombing our homes. New maps drawn while the old ones fade. Act right now, can't keep delaying the change,
Drones eye view holding our frame. Street eye moves keep changing the name. Fear and love still stay, remain. Silence our voice can't stop the rain.
Side street signals, nines glance codes. Commas encoded, apps implode. Counting our steps, they count our breath. Selling our stress, we pay for death. La Peruque moving, time on lease. Freedom rented, ownership seats. Turn stanchions to stands, receipts to rhyme. Playback, seconds, reclaim our time. City of software, elite and suites. Selling salvation, designing the seat. Ghost updates, training our soul. For philanthropy, kindness for show. Media nets, belief, not gold. They hide the truths, they already sold. Plan is blind to the poor man's stride. We quicken the tempo, hearts in time. Hail the walkers who slip the net. Hail the talkers who don't forget. Hail the kitchens that feed the scarred. Everyday tactics sharpen the heart. Hail the walkers who slip the net. Hail the talkers who don't forget. Hail the kitchens that feed the scarred. Everyday tactics sharpen the heart. Lens wanna own me, zoom crop trace. Rumors looping, truth displaced. Bust the bazaar, murmurs grow. Atlas awakening, global flow. Night shift ghost, no badge, no home. Courtyards burn where the poor get thrown. Dragged from their beds to the streets to seek. Met with peace that refuses defeat. Cities of tactics, finesse, progress. Fight through absurdity, joy, protest. Woo!
Drones eye view holding our frame. Street eye moves keep changing the name. Fear and love still stay, remain. Silence our voice can't stop the rain. Drones eye view holding our frame. Street eye moves keep changing the name. Fear and love still stay, remain. Silence our voice can't stop the rain.
chase the storm, be the sky behind it. No need to win the fight with wind. Let it move through you. That's the practice, the care that doesn't cling. Breath in code, breathe out control. Let the edges loosen the hold. Mind like water, see it flow. Reflect each flame without the goal. Screens may glare but the heart stays still. Soft awareness beyond the will. No need to fix what life unfolds. Silence speaks in liquid gold. Stay as the space that the world moves through. Nothing to grasp, just being true. Rest as the one who hears the self. Care is awareness, it carries itself. Thoughts rise up like birds in fog. Don't name their flight, don't clear the smoke. Each wing beat teaches letting go. Each pause returns to what you know. Effortless heart, wide open field. Kindness is the blade you wield. No enemy left, no truth to steal. Only this moment's light to feel. Awareness isn't earned, it awakens. Compassion isn't made, it remembers. The Tao moves through each intention. And you're the way, remembering itself. Stay as the space that the world moves through. Nothing to grasp, just being true. Rest as the one who hears the self. Care is awareness, it carries itself. No need to push, the path unfolds. Every moment the Tao retolds. Effort drops like dust from skin. Peace arise by not to win. See through eyes that never close. Love in motion quietly grows. What's left when the world forgets your name? The stillness that called you here remains. Stay as the space that the world moves through. Nothing to grasp, just being true. Rest as the one who hears the self. Care is awareness, it carries itself.
Ladies and rebels, step right up. Today's maniac, the system corrupt. Spin the wheel, break the seal. Confetti of code, every glitch a gospel. Let the mainframe explode. Parade in the chaos, banners aflame. Laugh while the power forgets its name. Servers crash like carnival rides. We hack their pride with pixel knives. Joy is the weapon, rhythm the spark. Turn every blackout into art. Hey, pull the plug, let the speakers burn. Hey, spin the world, let the tables turn. Dance in the riot, circuits collide. Kill switch, carnival, joy amplified. Mask on, grin wide, neon and grime. We juggle their laws on borrowed time. Tick-tock topple, fireworks of file. Delete the throne with the digital smile. Drums go mad, the streets all sing. Every lost cause got carnival rings. Sabotage samba, breakbeat parade. Love and revolt is the game we play. Short circuit the sermon, bypass fear. Crash their code till the truth appear. Clown face prophets, hackers divine. Marching through fire with the 4-4 line. Joy in the wreckage, rhythm insane. Freedom got horns and a 808 chain. Hey, pull the plug, let the speakers burn. Hey, spin the world, let the tables turn. Dance in the riot, circuits collide. Kill switch, carnival, joy amplified.
amplify.